Hey guys, Chuck Popovich here from Bricks to Clicks, and I have a really awesome tip for you resellers out there that you can use to help maximize your profits. So before we get into it, be sure to hit that subscribe button in the corner, turn on notifications, and share our videos. We really do appreciate it. So sometimes on our shipment, we get merchandise in that is brand new. However, the original shrink wrap around the items are torn. Now, when they're torn, we're unable to sell it as new because it is no longer in the original packaging. Or sometimes when we ship merchandise out, let's say to Amazon, we will make lots of items to sell together. Now, the benefit of the shrink wrap machine is we can put all those items together in one package. So I'm gonna show you guys today how a shrink machine works. And I'm going to show you how easy it is to maximize your profits by investing very little money into a shrink wrap machine. So the shrink wrap machine I actually picked up from Toys R Us when they were closing. And I want to say it may have only ran me 60 bucks with a roll. The machine itself, this specific one, is probably a couple $100, and then your rolls of shrink wrap usually run around $100 for some good quality stuff. So it won't cost you a lot, and I've actually had this shrink wrap machine now for 5 years, still going strong, no issues. So very little investment for something that's gonna make you a lot back on the profit. So this shrink wrap machine is this big boy right here. And I love this thing. It is one of the most enjoyable things for me to do when I'm at work. And this one here is called a ladder. And the model number on it is UB-26. And it was manufactured in 2002. So you can definitely get newer ones out there. So what we run into a lot, we will get merchandise in like this that clearly you can see it is brand new, right? So it's just torn, but unless you're gonna sell it on eBay or locally, you know, if I'm gonna take this and ship this out to, let's say, Amazon, then I cannot ship it this way, even though I know it is brand new. Same thing here with Risk Office Politics. This is torn. These, you know, we ship out a lot too. But even if I would list it on eBay, you know, how do you say that they're new when the wrap is torn on it? So even something like this here, your Captain Marvel box set is torn as well. And the machine is actually gonna put it right back, you know, with the same crease and everything else across. Now, some manufacturers actually use different types of sealing machines. These right here are just gonna be a basic sealing machine, which I'll be able to duplicate all this myself. Some of them will use things like Y-folds that you cannot duplicate. So with that, you can still shrink wrap it, but you know, if it's something that came in an original Y-fold, like a video game or something like that, it's not gonna look the same because only a machine can duplicate that. And I'm telling you guys, this is so satisfying to shrink wrap and then take the heat gun to it. Wait until you see it. It's absolutely incredible. So we'll get the machine on and then I'll show you guys how it works. All right guys, so with the shrink wrap machine, I'm just gonna go ahead and turn it on. And then with our items that we have here, we are going to take off the original shrink wrap, get rid of all of this that we do not need, as you can see. So rip off your old shrink wrap. Got it. All right, so we got 3 items we're gonna shrink wrap. I'll show you exactly how this machine works and why you should get one. So we're gonna pull out the shrink a little bit, the shrink wrap a little bit. We're gonna go ahead and slide that on in there. We're gonna get this tight on this, and then we are just going to press down. And that's it, pretty easy stuff, right? So once it's sealed, I actually like the smell of it. I don't know why, something weird, I know. So we'll go ahead then and shrink wrap this side. So now it's in a pouch. So the 2 sides of the shrink wrap are gonna be sealed from the machine. the other sides are already sealed. So now we have, as you can see on this, so this here is all shrink wrapped, right? So we're gonna do the other two. And then I always say the little bags here, because you never know when you might end up using them. You know, end up saving you some money in the long run from having to buy additional shrink wrap. Because again, you know, this shrink wrap is really expensive. You know, when I get the rolls, they're usually around $100 a piece. And you know, I may go through an entire roll a year, maybe a year and a half. So they do last me a really long time, especially with all the business that I do. So we got the one side shrink wrapped, and we're gonna wrap the other side. Give it a second, and again, this one is all sealed, as you can see. And then the last one, the resistance. And then again, these showed up open on our last shipment that we had got in from Target. And you guys can check out some of the other videos. You know, it was a hit and miss. It was supposed to be all grade A merchandise. Did not end up being that way, but it turned out okay for us. So we'll go ahead and shrink wrap this one. Give it a second, open it, and then we're gonna go ahead and put this in here. And again, guys, anyone can buy these. You can get them, you know, right on Amazon. You can buy them on eBay. You can order them from like Office Max, Office Depot, Staples. You know, really any company out there you can buy these from. This is just more of a commercial grade one. So, and again, we have this, so we're gonna save that. And then as you guys can see, this is all sealed. So this is the heat gun that we use here to shrink wrap and also to take off stickers. If you do not have a heat gun, I highly, highly recommend going to get yourself a heat gun. They are amazing when you remove stickers off merchandise that you're getting from the liquidation companies, and you're going to use it to reseal all of this merchandise. Now, I used to go through probably a heat gun a month from the cheaper ones that you buy at like a hardware store. And then I was like, you know what, I'll pull this out since it did come with this originally when I purchased this from Toys R Us. And it's been going strong for a year with no issues. So it is a heavy duty heat gun. All right, so I am going to start with this resistance. I'm going to move the GoPro over so you guys can see exactly what is going on. And then you guys will appreciate this because it is absolutely, to me, rewarding. Okay, so here we have the resistance, and then we're gonna turn the heat gun on. And we don't need full heat on this. So we're gonna hit our sides first. And you can see here, this is already shrinking down. And then the top. Your back. And then I go through one more time. So we can see now that this is completely resealed again, and that's a pretty good job. Been doing this since Media Play days. So that is brand new, ready to go. We'll get the Risk out. So the Risk, we can see all of the loose saran wrap around it. The heat gun is gonna go ahead and shrink all of this up for us. So we'll just keep rotating as we go. And then we do the front. Get all your wrinkles out of it. Hit the sides one more time. So now we have the Risk, all brand new, again, factory sealed, as most people will believe. And you know, you don't want to mislead people either. You know, obviously you don't want to do this if things are missing from the box. Like you guys saw me actually open this merchandise just by a little bit of it missing. So it is new. So we'll shrink wrap this one. You always want to start with your edges first. And get your back and your side. So you got your back side, hit your front side. And there you have that one. So again, it is sealed, 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 and got a little hole there. So I'll actually, you know, end up redoing it so you can leave it. It's really not that bad, but it will tear if you leave the heat on too long in a certain area. So that is what I have for you guys when it comes to a shrink wrap machine. I encourage you guys to get one. They are amazing, don't cost a lot to get. And as you can see, what was originally had all of the wrap off on these are now resealed. And again, we knew that they were brand new. So as far as I'm concerned, I see nothing wrong with re-shrink wrapping them because there is nothing missing from the inside of these.